All right, first movement post warm-up is our Swiss ball rollout. So begin with your hands flat on the ball, down on the knees with the feet together, and we're rolling out, bringing that ball towards the armpits, keeping the arms nice and straight, keeping the core tight as we bring our hips down towards the mat. All right, we're going to do 10 of those for 3 sets. Next, we're going into our waiter carry. So you're going to grab a kettlebell, make sure you get it up into the air nice and safely, tighten up the core, and we're going to begin 10 even steps. All right, keeping the core pulled in tight. The elbow is not locked, but the shoulder is pulled down. You're going to take 10 steps down on one arm and 10 steps back on that same arm before we switch sides. All right, you can use anywhere from 15 to 30 pounds for this to start. We're going to superset this with our Swiss ball rollouts. We have 3 sets, 10 reps each. Next, we're going into our back lunge deficit. So you're going to grab a step up or stack some plates to be about 2.5 inches or a little bit more off of the ground. You're going to set up that bar on your back like you would for back squats. And we're going to take our left leg down and back into a deficit lunge. All right, keeping your core nice and tight. Wrap those thumbs around the bar, squeezing it tight, dropping the back knee. You do not have to touch the ground. Sometimes my knee will hit the ground, but you don't have to go that far down. You want to focus on keeping your core engaged, not folding forward, keeping those shoulders pulled back, driving through the front heel and the back toe to get up and out of this back lunge. All right. You're going to want to begin with either the bar, 45 pounds, or anywhere from 45 to 65 pounds. We have 12 reps on each side, so we're going to get in our 12 on the right. Take about a 30-second break, and then we're going to do the 12 on the left. Once we get done with the left side, we'll take about a 60-second break before hitting the lunges on both sides again. We have 3 sets of 12. Next, we're setting up for heels elevated goblet squat. As you can see, I'm showing you how to grab this dumbbell off of the bench if that weight is heavy. You want to begin this movement with anywhere from 40 to 60 pounds. And as that weight gets heavier, you're going to need the bench to help set up. Get your heels elevated about an inch or so off of the ground, feet out, squatting deeply, letting those elbows go down in between the knees as you drive through the heels to get yourself back up. We have 12 reps. Next, we're going to go into an incline dumbbell press, okay? You want to lift the back up on that bench to an incline. As you can see, to get into this position, if you're lifting a little bit heavier weight, you're using those knees to assist the weight into the air. There's a slight arch in my back back because I'm pressing my shoulder blades together. Feet are out and flat, driving down as I push up with those weights, not locking the elbows up top, but bringing the dumbbells together. Bringing them down on the sides and driving them up. Exhaling as you press the weight up. 12 incline press, and I'll catch the weights coming back down on my knees. Okay, next we're setting up here for a military barbell press. So grabbing that bar, leaning forward, preparing to clean that bar up onto the shoulders. And then we're going to be pressing the bar up nice and strict, keeping the core tight, not using any leg drive here. My legs are straight, but my knees are not locked as well. I do not lock the elbows at the top. I'm bringing the head through to finish, but I'm not locking the elbows, okay? Pressing it up nice and strong, bringing it down, watching the face. Make sure you bring your head back as you bring the bar back down. All right, and dismounting that bar safely. And re-rack. Next, going into our power movement. This is the first variation, a squat hold box jump. And with this movement, you're going to come down into a squat position. You're going to hold for 3 seconds, and then you're exploding up from the bottom to get up onto that box. All right, this is the first variation of this power movement. And you're going to do 5 of these for 3 sets. The second variation of this movement, if you feel confident in your box jumps, we're going to add a little bit of weight, and we're going to add another box for us to come and sit down on, okay? This we're going to rock back using momentum and dropping the feet down and popping up into that jump onto the box, okay? This can also be done without the added weight. This is a 10-pound medicine ball. Definitely want it to be a ball weight because of the way that the weight is distributed. But if you want to try this explosive jump from a seated position without the ball, that is also a variation. Next, we're going into our second explosive or power movement, which is our landmine squats. A lot of gyms have a piece that you can put the bar into for the landmine squats. Mine does not, so I just put this bar right up against the brick wall. All right, I loaded up my plates. I want you to start with about 35-pound plate on there. You're squatting down and back into those heels. As you can see, my legs are apart, and I'm leaning forward at the top of that squat, so step your feet back, squatting deeply, and as you come out of that squat, you're pressing the weight up overhead. 12 reps. And for our burnout, we have leg extensions here on the machine. It's pretty self-explanatory. Just make sure you push the back forward enough to sit comfortably. Keep your toes pointed up. All right, we're going to bust out 15 of these for 4 sets. All right, you want to start with about 60 to 80 pounds and increase from there based on how those leg extensions feel. The last 2 should be very challenging.